It's Friday. Friendship, fellowship, and fun. You may be using a couple other F words by the end of the practice. Like fantastic, like fit. What were you thinking? Control your mindset. Come on, this will be fabulous because you're going to do what's right for you. It's a 1-hour yoga practice. It's called our Yoga Plus. My name is Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is Piper, that's Bonnie. And this is the end of the first week of the new year. It's a wrap, and you've done it. Don't quit now. Don't quit now. When you're done with this practice, you're going to feel energized, more mobile, and better in your head. Every day we practice live. Every day, 1 hour long, start to finish, no cuts, just like a real class to allow you to get fired up. Come on, why not? Get fired up. It means to ignite the inside energy. It's there. It may have been dormant for a while. Maybe it just needs a little bit of kindling, but just get it stirred up. Get it stirred up and move. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You just do. You just move and do what is right for your body. Everybody's body is different. Every day is different. Don't hurt it. Props. You're going to need some props for our Yoga Plus days where we combine Barre and Pilates and weights into our yoga practice. In addition to our 2 yoga blocks that I use, maybe you've got your strap, your eye shade, and your little towel. You're going to want the little towel today to tap your brow because you're going to sweat. It's good. A couple of weights. If you don't have weights, you could have cans from your pantry. If you don't have weights, totally fine. You can do it without them. A little playground ball or an exercise ball. This is called a bender ball. It's a very thin membrane to create an unstable surface. You might want to use that. Like I said, the water, the blocks, the eye shade, the towel, all of that good stuff. And today, we're going to use sliders. If you don't have sliders, I've packed mine away. I don't know where they are. You can use 2 paper plates or, again, nothing at all. No excuses. You can do this. Just come to your mat and just do what you can. Stick around as long as you can and just try. That's what matters. Come on up to a standing position, and as you're coming up, lock in a stress number. How are you feeling today? Scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10. What's going on in your head? What's going on in your body? What's sore? What's stiff? What's aching? Give it a number. Assign it a number. Smiley face to frowny face. 1 to 5, 1 to 10. Give it a number. And you're just standing. Close your eyes. Let your arms be down by your sides. Shoulders are back and down. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And you know what I'm going to say. Let it out through your mouth. Sigh it out. Let it go. Make it audible. Let the tension go, shoulders away from the ears. This is your mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Think of pulling up energy from the core of the earth through your feet, all the way up through the crown of your head. Big inhale. And let it all go. Let it all go. Send your stress down into the earth and let it dissipate. Big breath in. Crown of the head up to the sky. Big breath out, root into your feet. Let's root into them a little bit more. Take your confidence stance. Feet a little wider than hip width distance. Hands to your hips. Shoulders back and down, chest lifted. Superman or Wonder Woman, take your pick. And then when you're ready, come on up to the balls of your feet. So just come on up onto your toes. This right here is a challenge. It's all a challenge, but you can meet it. Yes, you can. You can meet it. You can exceed it. You know, another prop you might want is a chair. You can hold on to it for balance. Breathe. All right, you're coming up onto your toes. Keep your heels behind your toes. Lift, lift. Think of the crown of your head lifting up to the sky. Come up strongly onto your feet. You can do it. Occasionally, come down onto the heel and lift your toes up and give them a wiggle up in the air, like you're waving, right? All right, come on back up. Come on up to your ball of your feet and hold it here. Hold it here, find your balance. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Foundation strength is strong. Foundation strength is important. Come back down to your feet. Lift your arms high up to the sky for your extended mountain pose. Bring your feet together a little bit. Lift, breathe. Soften in the shoulders as you exhale. Palm tree pose. Interlace your fingers. Palms go up to the sky. Start to sway from side to side. Wake up your spine with this lateral movement, sideways bends. Oh, let it feel good. Put a bend in your elbows if you want. Maybe stay a little bit longer on one side if you want. Do what feels good. Oh, goodness, just wake up. Come back to the midline of your body. Release your arms down by your sides. Put your hands on your low back, fingers down. Squeeze your elbows toward the back of the room. Chest is lifted. Oh, don't you feel better already? Look up to the sky. Push your hips forward. Take a little back bend. Breathe. Chin up to the sky. Exhale. Oh, let it all go. Hang forward. Hinge forward. Little bend in your knees. Feels pretty good. Let your arms hang heavy. Look back to your knees. Shake your neck. Shake your head. Let your head be heavy. Think of your neck decompressing. Put that little bend in your knees. See how that feels. I kind of like it. I don't like the straight knees so much. Breathe. You do what you like. Do what feels good. Don't think I have to take something to 110%. Forget it. Nope. Just move a little bit and your body will thank you. All right, finish up. Tuck your chin to your chest. Roll your spine up one vertebra at a time. Think of stacking up Legos. Chin away from your chest. Don't you feel good? Don't you feel better already? Let's do that big coat, not the big coat swing. Let's do the arm circles. Arms go up and kind of get some movement going in the shoulders. All right, add in the knees when you're ready. Bend and reach. Bend, fingers come down, fingers go up, knees straighten. So wake up your knees. All right, yesterday was a restorative practice. Thursdays, Sundays, restorative practice. Keep going here, keep bending your knees. Wake up the shoulders. And I mentioned Marconi Union, a piece of music. It's 10 hours long. Isn't that incredible? But it's designed to totally relax you. We did it. Well, we didn't do it. We did a restorative practice, and I mentioned that in the song. And I posted it in our group, Friends of 316 Yoga. Take your arm circles in the other direction. They don't have to be huge. Just get movement going in your shoulders. So the Marconi Union piece, pretty amazing. So combine that with the legs up the wall pose like we did yesterday, legs up the wall. And you will be very relaxed. You will sleep well. Marietta, you said you were going to do it. Did you do it? Betty, I know you love legs up the wall. How is it combined with the music? Check it out. I think you'll like it. Arms down by your sides. Come to standing. Now's the time for the big coat swing. Start to sway from side to side. Look over your shoulders. Breathe and twist. Adjust your stance so your feet feel good. So if you want to know more about the music, if you want to know more about the pose, ask to join our group. It's a private group on Facebook. It's called Friends of 316 Yoga. We all need more friends, right? All right. Ask to join. I'll let you in and you can read about it. Maybe practice it. Right, Stan? Right, Liz? Right, Marietta? Right, Kelly? Right, Tina? Right, Fred? Glad you guys are here. All right. Finish up. I feel better already, right? All right, let's come down to our child's pose. Bend your knees, hands hang down, bend your knees, come on down. Child's pose, you can do it with props if you like, using a block to bring the ground up to your chest or to your forehead or no prop at all. I'm gonna keep my knees wide spread. You could have your knees together. Do what you like. Hips back to your heels, either pose from which you're in. And if your knees are spread wide, send your arms to the top of your mat, fingers spread wide. If your knees are together, bring your arms down by your side, palms face up. Breathe. Lengthen through your spine. Stretch out through the hamstrings, stretch out through the knees, and then reach your fingers farther forward if you're in the extended child's pose. Maybe you reach one hand, then the other, kind of get a stretch going on your sides. Breathe. Close your lips if you like. Breathe in and out of your nose if that feels good for you. It's an efficient way of breathing, but breathe any way you like, as long as you breathe deeply. Press into your hands. Send your hips back to your heels. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Child's pose. Come back to it anytime you like, because it feels pretty good, doesn't it? Feels good in the low back. It's a wake-up call for the knees and the ankles. Breathe. Come back to it anytime you want. Tell yourself that. I can come back to my child's pose when I want to take a break. No problem, no judgment, just enjoy. Press on up when you're ready to a neutral tabletop, bringing your shoulders over your wrists and your knees underneath your hips. Let's do some cat-cow. Chin to your chest, tailbone under, arch your back up to the sky, push the tops of your feet and your hands into the mat. Inhale, cow pose, just the opposite, crown of the head and tailbone lift. Do a few cat-cows to your pace of breath. Breathe. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. If you feel stressed, you're working too hard. If your breath is shallow, you're working too hard. Just have a little bit of fun. Just move and have a good time. Deep breaths. And if you're feeling stressed, even sigh it out. Let it go out your mouth. No hard, fast rules about how you breathe. Just breathe. Let's finish up. Neutral tabletop position. In the neutral tabletop position, let's do our fire hydrant and our donkey kick. I am going to switch to that camera. All right, for your fire hydrant and donkey kick, take your ball if you have it, place it behind your knee. You could also use the weight if you like, or nothing at all, no excuses. You can do this. Lift the right knee up. Dial your right hip down so your hips are equidistant to your mat. Press into your hands, fingers spread wide. Draw your right toes towards your shin, and the left foot's in the opposite movement. It's nice and flat on your mat. Start to lift your knee to the side of the room. This is your fire hydrant pose. Think about the name. You look like a dog on a fire hydrant. Keep it going. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Take the knee a little higher. Maybe bring it toward the armpit. Lift and lower. Lift and lower to your pace. Kind of get that big ball and socket of the hip moving. Lift and lower. Ankle, maybe it comes a little bit higher than your knee. Lift and lower. Lift it up and pulse it up. Pulse, pulse. Gotta love our pulses, right? Pulse, pulse, pulse. Finish. Hover the right knee next to the left. Don't set it down. Give the ball another good squeeze if you're using it. Lift the right leg up, knee to about hip height. Adjust your shoulders and wrists and arms so your upper body is equidistant to the mat. Start to kick your heel in toward your bottom. Kick it in, kick it in, kick it in. Little teeny pulses in toward your bottom. Breathe, strengthen your low back. We all need that. Breathe. Kick that ball nice and tight. Hold it with a tight squeeze. The heel toward your low back. And then pulse, pulse, pulse. The ball up, up, up to the sky. Keep pulsing. It's good for you. You know it's good for you. You can feel that it's good for you. All this movement's good. Don't stop. Don't quit. Take breaks when you need to, or slow it down, or maybe speed it up. Right, Kelly? Right, Lisa? Right, Pam? All right. Let's finish. Hover the right knee next to the left. Hips are equidistant to the mat. Finish. Right knee comes down. Time to do the other side. All right, not so bad, right? You're an expert now. You've done it. You had a 100% success rate. All right, neutral tabletop. Lift the left knee up. Hover it here. Maybe holding it here is what you want to do today. Draw the left toes toward the shin while the right foot is solidly planted, top of the foot on the mat. Start to lift the left leg to the side of the room. Lift and lower. Little dogs are great. Big dogs are great too. Lift it high. Lift it high. All right, think about it. Do you want to bring the knee closer to the armpit? Do you want to bring the ankle a wee bit higher? Or not? Breathe, lift, lower. It's your practice. I'm just here to encourage you. We're all on a different part of the journey, but we're all on the same journey, right? We all want to be more fit, more flexible. All right, lift it up high, pulse it up, up, up. Hello, Ginger. Hello, Christy. Hello to Rhonda and Rena and Tim and Scott and Kelly and Steve and Roger and Margaret. All right, and lots of nice pulses. Hover the knee next to the other one. Lift it up, high, high. The leg is high. Thigh is parallel to the earth. When you're ready, swift kicks to the behind. Kick, kick, kick. Oh my goodness. We're getting there. We're doing it. It's more fun to do it together too. Thanks for showing up. Tell your friends about us. All right, nice tight hold. Squeeze that heel to the earth. Pulse the foot up, up, up to the sky, up. You got it. You got it. We're gonna do bird dog next, and we're gonna use the ball. If you want, no ball, that's fine. Pulse it up, pulse it up. Hold it up nice and high. Hold it up. Dial your left hip down. You've got strength. Push into your hands, re-energize. Big breath in, and big breath out. Lower the left knee. Let it hover next to the right. Push into the earth. Whew. Let the knee come down. Oh my goodness. Child's pose will feel good. Let's do that before bird dog. Bring the ball to the top of your mat. Knees spread nice and wide. Sink your hips back to your heels. Hold on to that ball and stretch it out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge yourself. We're our own worst critics. You're here. Points for that. Breathe. All right, come on, bird dog. If you want, put the ball underneath your right knee. Draw your right toes towards your shins so you got a nice little kickstand there. The ball is not fully inflated, so it's got an unstable surface. That's what we're after. All right, get stable here as best you can. You got to engage your core to stay strong. You're in a shoulders are over your wrists. Lift the left leg up, 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 and then extend it long, long, long. Drive the heel to the back of the room. Hips are equidistant to your mat. Hold it here. This is a challenge. Left leg is extended. We can add more of a balance challenge by lifting the right arm up and reaching. Hold it, stretch, reach, lengthen. You've got it. Left shoulder over left wrist. Fingers reached, leg reaches. Tuck the elbow to the knee and then stretch. Tuck the elbow to the knee and then stretch. Reach. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you just want to stretch, so that's good. Hand comes down, knee comes down. Other side. Put the ball underneath your left knee. Doing. Shoulders over the wrists, tuck the left toes toward the knee. Unstable surface, right leg lifts, right leg extends, staying right here is peachy. Stay right here. Don't sweat it, don't worry about it. Draw the heel more toward the back of the room. When you're ready, if you like, lift the left arm, reach and stretch. Hold, push the earth away. Breathe. Elbow to knee if you want, and then reach. Elbow to knee if you want, and then reach. I think we did it 3 times on the other side. Reach, stretch, do what's right for you. Hand comes down, knee comes down. That is your bird dog. Let's get a drink and let's go into a downward facing dog. All right, so we're gonna do some standing stuff. Oh my goodness, thanks for water. Whew. All right, so hands on your mat, legs go long, knees straighten, hips go high to the sky. Feet are hip width distance apart, heels are slightly elevated. You're in a downward facing dog. Look at your hands. They should be fist or shoulder width distance apart. Fingers spread wide, heels slightly lifted. Start to pedal it out. Whew. Feels good to take this little break. Gaze should be back to your knees. Shake your neck, loosen it up. Still your heels. Walk your feet to meet your hands, or walk your hands to meet your feet. All right. When you're ready, sweep your arms on up. Come on up to standing. Take that big capital letter X pose. Breathe. Take a wide stance. Now cactus out your arms. Arms are cactus, so your biceps and triceps are parallel to the earth. Hold right here. Breathe. Big breath in. Big breath out. When you're ready, bend your knees. Come on down. Bend your knees and bring your elbows to your knees and then explode on up to that 5-pointed star. Down, elbows to knees. And lift, elbows to knees, and lift. So you're coming into a little squat and an explosive stance. Breathe, breathe. You got it. Whew. All right, come on up to standing. You know we're gonna do something else. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Lift, explode. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Lift, explode. You've got it. Elbows coming down, touching the opposite knee or close to it. Breathe. Whew. Down on the exhale. Hollow out your belly. You got it. Let's finish this. Come on back. Exploding star. That feels good. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let's do it again, but this time, make the knees come up to the elbow. All right, opposite elbow, opposite knee. One knee lifts, opposite elbow touches it. Then the other side. Breathe. Breathe. Kind of like little standing crunches, isn't it? Breathe, breathe. Next. All right, everybody, we have Liz to thank for this today. She wanted to do sliders. Exploding star, breathe. Wiggle your hips. Breathe, it's hard, but you're tougher. You got it. Hands together in prayer. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Find your sliders or your paper plates. Fold your mat in half. All right. Get that blood going. You can do it. All right. So what we're going to do now is bring the sliders on down to the floor. If you got carpet, the paper plates will work. If you got hardwood floors, they'll work too. All right. So if you don't want to do the sliders, come into a plank. You know, lots of variations of plank. Maybe if you're just starting out, spread your knees wide. Hands on your mat. Hinge your weight forward and hold here and engage your core. Take a variation of plank, that you like. I'm not setting a timer today. We're gonna do some mountain climbers on these sliders. All right, so maybe put your feet on your paper plates. I can think of other things I'd rather put on them, like mac and cheese, but that's another day. All right, hold here in your high plank. Start to begin by mountain climbing. Slide one leg up, then the other. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Take it crossbody, opposite knee, opposite elbow, and breathe. Shoulders are over your wrists. You can go back to mountain climbers. You can extend your legs long and pike it. Send your hips high to the sky. Strong core, hold it here. A little bit of a break, and then extend back to your high plank. Pikes. Come up, tailbone up to the sky. Breathe. Send them long again. Pikes. Breathe, breathe. Whew. Legs go long. Hold it in your high plank. Maybe mountain climbers to finish out. Maybe crossbody, knee to opposite elbow to finish. Finish one more pike in honor of Pikes Peak. Breathe. Come on down to your knees. Take a breath. Come off of your sliders. Ay, ay, ay. How are you doing? Not easy, right? But you're getting stronger. Okay, so let's open up our mat again and find your ball. Heart's a beating, right? Grab a drink if you want. Take the ball. Let's work on a plank. Hey, wait a minute. We just did planks, but it's Friday. We're gonna have fun. Take the ball, place it underneath your ankles. Breathe. Let's come into a plank on our forearms on this ball. Elbows under shoulders. Breathe, hands spread wide. Send the ball, your knees on back. Press on up and hold. Breathe, shoulders over elbows. Hands spread wide. Balance here. Unstable surface. Your core isn't working. It's on fire. You've ignited it. Fire it up. Hold. Stay strong. You've got it. Whew, my goodness. Breathe, breathe, breathe. That's the most important part. Hold it here. Let's finish. Come on down. Oh my gosh. Drink time? Do it if you want to. Take the ball. Place it behind your low back. No ball at all. Totally fine. Come back to a fully reclined position. I'm gonna do it on the ball, as it's fun after all, right? Okay, ball at the small of your back. Maybe a block at the bottom of your mat. Whew, I'm ready to go home, aren't you? Hey, wait, we are home. That's okay. It's all good. Take the breaks when you need them. Soles of the feet touch, maybe elevated on the block. Breathe. Maybe you want to move the block up a little bit or further away. Hands to prayer center. Lean on back onto that ball. Find the sweet spot where your core is mega engaged. Breathe here and little pulses up, up, up. Where are your hands? I've got mine at prayer center. Make it a little tougher. Bring them to your temples with elbows open wide. Make it a little kinder, more gentle by placing your hands on your mat. I'm gonna go midway. Hands at prayer center. Breathe. Keep pulsing, little teeny movements. Maybe extend the arms and reach forward. So you come up a little more and back a little more. Breathe, core is strong. Breathe. Take the hands toward the right knee. One on the outside, one on the inside. Reach, reach, reach. Back to center. Reach, reach. Whew. To the left. Pulse. Little ups, little downs, like life. Little ups and little downs. Keep at it. Just keep at it. Nothing lasts forever. Come on. Get through the hard stuff. You got this. Breathe. Breathe. Arms back to center. Breathe. Breathe. Arms back to the right. Breathe. Breathe. Palms touch. Left arm. Slide it back. Let the elbow touch the earth. And then come back. Palms touch. Elbow back. Come on back up. Breathe. Elbow back. Back up and breathe. Back to center. Oh my goodness. To the left. Palms touch. Elbow back. You can endure. Come on. Palms touch. Elbow back. Touch the earth. Go. 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 No stopping you. Come on. You got it. Was that 3 times? I think so. Come back to center. You've got it. Let's finish. Come on up to seated. Take a break. Whew. We're going to go back to that ball in just a second. Give your core a break. Maybe take a drink of water. Stick with it. Stick with it. Do it at 10%, but don't go away. All right. All right, grab a drink. Let's go back to it. Let's go back and do a boat pose. Let's begin by removing the block. Lean back onto your ball, bend your knees, grab your hands behind your knees, and lean into the ball. Flat back, chest is lifted. Lift one leg up, then the other. Maybe lift them both and hold here. Arms reach long on the outsides of your legs. Hold, maybe arms come up, hold. You got this. Breathe through it. Bend your knees, hug your knees in. Extend your legs long, hug them in. Extend them, 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 arms go up, hold in your boat. Finish. Legs come down, remove the ball, Pilates pose, 100s. Oh, it's not gonna stop, is it? Keep at it, let's go. Rosemary, I always think of you when I do 100s because you're so good at them. All right, come to fully recline. That sounds good. Maybe stay here. Say, oh, this is my yoga pose. I'm gonna come into pentacle. I'm gonna come into 100s, a Pilates pose. It is combining Pilates and barre after all today, right? All right, arms lift. Act as if you're patting the ground. The idea is to do this 100 times, but I don't count. All right, lift your shoulders up if you like. Breathe, feel your core engage. Breathe, maybe. Try one foot up. Try the other foot up. Try both up and hold and pulse. Pulse the hands down, shoulders away from the ears. You got this. This is your 100s. Breathe, breathe, breathe. This will warm you up for the next pose. Thanks, Liz. We're going to do sliders again, but a different way. All right, how you doing? That's probably 10, right? Let's keep going, 90 more to go. No, I'm just kidding. We're almost done. Let's be done now. Oh, come on now. Arms high overhead, stick pose, just stretch. Big number 1, wiggle your hips. They like it after boat. Breathe. All right, thanks, Liz. Come on up. Find your sliders. Bend your mat, fold your mat in half. Again, find your sliders. Here are the sliders. Place them on the floor, hands to the mat. Bring your feet onto your sliders or not at all. Hinge the weight forward, shoulders over wrists. Bear plank, remember this one? Also called crouching tiger. I think we did it yesterday. Lift on up, press into your feet, and hover your knees above the earth. Extend one leg, bring it back and hold it for a breath or two. Then extend the other and bring it back. One leg at a time, hovering in the bear plank. Extend and back. Nice little crouching tiger. Extend and back. Extend and back. Not too bad, right? Oh, these sliders are fun. Finish, finish, hold, finish, knees come down. All right, send your sliders to the side, open up your mat, and let's come up to standing. All right, to do it, let's come to our knees, neutral tabletop, tuck your toes, hips go high, downward facing dog is a relaxing pose. Pedal your feet, shake your neck. Whew, finish. Walk your feet to your hands or your hands to your feet. Then before you come up, find your hand weights or your little cans of beans or whatever. And then roll your spine up, one vertebra at a time. Come on up to standing. Once you are standing, there we go. Once you're standing, grab your weights. Well, you've already got your weights. Let's bring them to our shoulders. Bring them to your shoulders. You know what you could do too? Add that ball in. You put the ball between your thighs. Give it a tight squeeze. Hands, weights to your shoulders. Let's start with our little comfortable lifting of the weights up. Palms face in. Lift and lower. You can do one weight at a time. Breathe. Breathe. Upper body. You're strong. All right, kind of relax a little bit in your knees. Squeeze the ball. Breathe. One hand up, maybe the other, or maybe both at the same time. Breathe. Breathe. You got it. Lift them up nice and high. Hold them here. Kind of relax here for a second. Big breath in. Chest is lifted. Now tee out your arms. Tee out your arms. Squeeze the ball. Little bend in the knees. Feels pretty merciful. And I'll take it where I can get it. Pulse the arms up. Little pulses up, up, up. Gaze is up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now let's bend the elbows. Bend them and bring the weights to your shoulders. And then extend. Bend, and extend. Maybe work one arm at a time. Look over to the extended arm side. If you're doing both arms, just alternate. Look to one side, look to the other. Breathe. You got it. Stay strong. Stay strong. Out and in. It doesn't matter what size your weights are. Just have a little resistance. It's all good. All right, arms tee out. Palms face down. Little teeny pulses down, down, down. Put a little bend in your knees. Hold here. Little pulses down, 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 down. You got it. You got it. Come on, you got it. You can do it. Arms down by your sides. Straighten through the knees. Arms are down by your side. Shoulders are back from your ears, down from your ears, and back toward the back wall. Nice straight stance. You got it. Let's do drinking bird and pulse these weights. All right, drinking bird, you're squeezing the mercy out of that ball. Bend your knees. Maybe pop on up to your toes and hold here as you find your balance. Breathe. The weights, start to pulse them to the back of your room. Breathe. Breathe. They're just going back, back. But you're in control. Self-control, real important. You're in control. You send them back, you bring them back. You send them to the back wall, you bring them back to your hips. All right, send them to that back wall. Now pulse them in towards your low back. Sink a little lower. Are you on the balls of your feet? It's all right if you're not, no big deal. Keep pulsing those weights in, find your balance. Sink a little bit lower and just hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it. Arms down by your sides. Hold on to the weights. Little teeny pulses up and down with that ball tightly squeezed. Sink nice and low and squeeze the ball in, in, in. Shoulders are relaxing. You're at peace. Breathe. Finish. Straighten the legs. Come on up to standing. All right. Serve the tray. Arms extend long. Squeeze the ball. Little gentle bend in your knees. Little teeny pulses up of the forearms. Breathe. Oh, breathe. This is good. So you're serving that tray of cocktails or mocktails. It's dry January. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You got it. You got it. All right, bend the elbows. Bring the weights towards your chest and extend. Little bend in the knees. Extend and flex through the arms. Biceps are loving it. Maybe alternate. Arms, oh my goodness. It's all good, right? Strong biceps. You can do it. All right, straighten up the knees. Send the weights back to your shoulders. Send the weights up to the sky. Let your hands, fingers touch. Maybe ditch one weight. Let's work on the triceps, the muscles behind your upper back arm. And then bend your elbows, hug the elbows in towards your ears, and lift and lower, lift and lower. Oh, this feels like a relaxing pose after some of those others, doesn't it? Lift and lower. Oh, strengthen, tighten, make stronger those triceps. We all need to be stronger. We all want to be stronger. Just because we're getting older doesn't mean we can't be strong. We've got to be strong. You got to stay strong in your mind, in your spirit, and in your body. And they all work together. You're going to feel good. You're going to put a smile on your face after this practice. In fact, do it now. Breathe. How are your triceps feeling? I love it. Finish up. Weights down by your sides. Oh, give the ball a good squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the ball really tight as if you're going to pop it. Breathe. Shoulders are still back. Hold on to those weights. We're not done yet. All right, remove the ball if you've had it. Place the ball to the side. Take a big step out with your right leg. All 10 toes pointing forward. Weight into the right foot. Little bend in the right knee. Hinge your chest forward. So you're bringing your back parallel to the earth. Let the weights help as you lift that left leg up. Left leg goes high. Weights are hanging here. Shoulders are soft. Bend your elbows and draw the weights to the center of your chest. Bring them back down and lift and lower. Embrace all those little micro wiggles that are happening in that strong foundational right leg. Lift and lower the weights. Bent elbows, bring the weights up to the chest. Lower them down with straight arms. Then tee them out. Challenge your balance, fly like a bird. Weights down, weights to your chest, weights to the earth, weights out to your side. You're strong. Come on, try it again. And then finish up. Left leg meets the right. Whew. All right, left leg meets the right. Come on back up to standing. Left leg steps back, all 10 toes forward. Hinge your weight forward. Little to no weight in the right leg. Lift it up. Maybe you stay right about here. Maybe you raise the right leg higher. Hold on to those weights. They're helping you balance. Draw the weights to your chest, then down to the earth. Little micro bend in your standing left leg. Right leg lifts, nice and high. Woo! Weights to the earth, weights to your chest, weights to the earth, weights to your chest. Fly like a bird, bring them out. Back down to the earth, back to the chest, back to the earth, fly like a bird. Couple times, lose your balance, no big deal. Re-steady yourself and stay in the game. Just don't quit. You got this. Finish on a positive note. Don't fall out and quit. Come back, finish, right foot meets left, roll your spine on up. Come on up to standing. All right, how are you doing? These weights, let's ditch them. All right, bring them back down to the earth. Let's do some other balancing poses. All right, so hands to your hips. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. You're balancing. You know this one. Tree pose. Send your arms high up to the sky. Stretch it out in your extended mountain pose. Bring your hands to a prayer center position. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Bend the right knee. Bring the outside of the right knee to the side of the room. Sole of the right foot. Bring it onto the inside of the left thigh. Bring it into the calf, the thigh, wherever you want to place it. Just don't place it on your knee. Hold it here. Grow your branches if you like. Look up to where the wall and the ceiling meet. Try to close your eyes. Quick little blank. Hands come back down. Guide the knee to the front of the room. Hold it here though. One-legged mountain. Knee at hip height. Arms lift high. Hold it. Breathe. You've got it. Now, if you can, foundational left foot. Let's rock its world. Come up onto your left toes and then down. Up and down. Find your balance. You don't have to stay up long. Just find your balance where you're comfortable. Think of lifting through the fingers. That helps. Lift and lower. Breathe. Finish. Left foot is solid. Hands to prayer center. Right foot comes down to meet the left. Let's do the other side. When you're ready, hands at prayer center. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Soften in the shoulders. Left leg opens up to the side. Place the foot wherever you like. Maybe you keep it kickstanded. Maybe you keep your hands at prayer center. Maybe the leg comes a little higher or all the way up into your thigh. Push the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. That really seems to help. Shoulders over the hips. Hands wherever you like. I'm going to grow my branches and look up. Breathe. Breathe. Hands back to prayer center. Just try to close the eyes a little bit. Try it maybe. Hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room. Thigh is parallel to the earth. Hold on here. Arms lift in your one-legged mountain. Hold on. Right foot is strong. We've worked on our foundation. Let's do it again. Pop on up onto those back or the right toes. Lift out of the fingers. It helps to think that way. Think of the fingers lifting up. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. You can do amazing things. You're doing amazing things right now. If you fall out, get right back in. Breathe. Finish. Hands to prayer center. Let the foot come down. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Ah, you did it. You did it. All right, find the ball again. Place it between your thighs again. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Arms reach. Bend into your knees. Send the weight back into your heels. Lift the toes up and give them a wiggle. Reach through the arms. Hold. You can place your hands on your thighs if you prefer, or on your hips. Keep your gaze forward. Breathe. Do what is right for you. Hands to prayer center is fine too. Little teeny pulses. Down, down, down. If there's a down, there's an up, right? True with everything. If there's a down, there's an up. Keep pulsing. Keep pulsing. Keep pulsing. All right, let's come up onto the toes and pulse. Pulse up and down with the ball. Breathe. Breathe. Maybe you're up on your toes, maybe not. Maybe stay up on your toes, stop the pulsing and pulse the ball in, in, in. Hold it here, you got it. Maybe higher on the toes, maybe lower in your bottom. Breathe, pulse in on that ball. In and out, you got it. Finish. Straighten the legs, remove the ball. Don't throw the ball across the room. We're done with it for now. Let's take and come on down to the mat. All right, so as we come down to the mat, fold your mat in half again. Oh, yes, fold your mat in half. I was gonna say, oh no, but no, don't say no. Think positively. All right, you can do this with your sliders or no sliders at all. I'm gonna start with no sliders. We're gonna do plank jacks. All right, so hands on your mat, nice and cushioned. Come into a plank pose. In your plank pose, breathe. Step one leg out to the side, then the other. Breathe. One leg out, then the other out. Breathe. Take it to plank jacks. Let both legs jump out, both legs jump back. Take it to how you like it and breathe. Option, put your feet on the sliders. Same thing, slide them out, slide them in. Maybe one at a time or both out, both in, both out, both in. Breathe in your variation of your plank jacks. What do you like? Sliders or no sliders? You decide and you do it your way. But let's finish. Come on down to your knees. Open up your mat. Again, grab a drink and let's go back to it. All right, how are you doing? Pretty intense. Grab a drink. All right, reclined tree with a leg on the block. So come on down, blocks or block the bottom of your mat. Come on down to fully reclined. I'm gonna place my right leg, back of the right ankle on the right block. With your left leg, bend it. Create a figure four here. Outside of the right ankle, on top of the right knee. Breathe. Hands can be at prayer center. I prefer to cactus them out like branches of a cactus. Backs of the hands to the earth. Let that left knee, outside of the left knee, fall toward the earth. Breathe. Reclined tree pose back into the hips. Oh my goodness. Plank jacks again. What do you think? Liz. Okay, everybody, send Liz some love. Tell her how much you liked her suggestion of doing the sliders. Breathe. All right, switch your legs. Extend the left leg long. Put it on the other block or scoot the one block over. And then create that figure four in your legs, allowing the outside of the right knee to fall to the earth. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. You got it. Recline tree pose. Breathe. All right, is the ball nearby? Find it. Let's go into a bridge pose. All right, so bend your knees. Take them off the blocks. Keep the blocks there. We don't need them quite yet. Bend your knees so the soles of your feet are on your mat. Press your hips on up to the sky. Work your heels up closer to your bottom and send your hips even higher. Place the ball between your thighs and give it a tight squeeze. Arms down by your sides. Pulse the ball in. Maybe to the rhythm of the music. Arms down. Breathe. Breathe. You got it. Tight squeeze of the ball. Really tight. Lift your hips a little higher and pulse your hips up, up, up. Tight squeeze on the ball. Don't give up. Don't give in. You got it. Lift your hips good and high. And when you're ready, pulse the ball in, in, in. Breathe, breathe. You got it. Tight, tight squeeze. Tightest one yet. Lift your hips and pulse them a little higher, higher, higher. Scoop on up. Scoop. Is that a good verb for this? Press on up to the balls of your feet. Pulse, pulse, pulse the ball and your hips. Up, up, up. Maybe on the balls of your feet. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Take it nice and high, hold it, squeeze the ball in, pulse, in. You got it. Bring the feet back down to flat, but keep your hips lifted. Remove the ball. Hips go high. Place the ball underneath your low back. Arms down by your sides. Lift your right leg up, nice and straight to the sky. Toes are pointed, pulse them up. Up, up. You got it. 45-degree angle. Pulse the hips up, up, up. Right foot comes down, re-engage your hips, lift them up nice and high, left leg lifts high to the sky. Maybe you're on the ball of the right foot or not. Pulse the hips, the leg, the left leg extended up to the sky. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Leg goes to 45 degrees. Pulse the hips up, up, up. You got it. Breathe. Bend the left knee, foot comes down, both feet are on the ground. Lift high in your bridge pose. Hold it here, take it as high as you like. Breathe. Remove the ball. Lower your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Legs go long. Press on up to a seated position. Toes high to the sky. Lift your arms up. Hinge forward, reach forward. Reach your hands to your calves, your ankles. Hold on, pull, look down to your knees, and breathe. Breathe in, you rise up a little bit. Exhale all the air out of your belly, you fold forward a little bit more. Breathe. Breathe. Come on up, shoulders over your hips. Bend your knees, come on down, let's do clamshell, but bring the ball and your weights. And bring your eye shade and towel up near the top of your mat. That's always a good sign. All right, you got your weights and your ball. Place the ball under your waist. Keeps you honest, keeps you lifted. Elbow under your shoulder, knees are bent, clamshells. You can put the weights on your legs. If you don't have the ball, you don't have the weights, totally fine. Lift that outside leg, open and close like clamshells. And you know, the weights, they're heavy. Maybe you switch it and do just one weight. Maybe you do no weights at all. You know, progress the way that is meant for you to progress. You got to do it at your pace, nobody else's. I'm going to lift my ankles and open and close my legs here. Breathe, breathe. How are you doing? You're doing great. You are doing great if you're still here. If you're still in child's pose, you're doing great. If you've done one clamshell with no weights and no ball, you're doing great. Because maybe the only way to get to doing 10 or 20 clamshells is to start. And you've done that. And the first one is the most difficult one, but the most important one too. All right, come on down, knees together, switch to the other side. Bring the ball, if you like, kind of into your waist. Left elbow down, left shoulder over left wrist. No, left shoulder over left elbow. Arms or weights by your sides. Knees bent, clamshell, lift and lower. Chest is lifted, you're not collapsing. Hold on here. So, Yoga Plus every Friday. Just throw in barre, Pilates, weights just to shake it up. Lift your ankles up if you want, open and close. Breathe. Every day our practices are different. Check them out. You can do them all. You know why? Because you modify them, but you just got to get fired up. You got to ignite that inside energy. You got to ignite that inside desire to do. And when you move your body, you feel better. You feel better in your head, and that's probably the most important part. Getting everything stirred up and working. All that brings it all together, and it's all good. All right, how are you doing? Are we done? Let's be done in 10. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to count down. Countdowns are no fun. Just lift and lower to what is right for you, and then we'll finish. Oh my goodness, how are you doing? All right, weights, ditch them. Blocks, ditch them. Come on down to your back. Let's do a supine twist real quick. all the way down. Left leg long, right knee bends. Interlaced fingers hug the right knee in. Left heel drives to the bottom of your mat. Hug your right knee in. Maybe you just stay here. You could use your towel to hug your right knee in. Whew. Hug it in, hug it in, hug it in. Supine twist. Left hand guides the right knee across the midline of your body. Roll onto your left hip. Keep your right shoulder down. Look to the right. Tee out your right arm. Nice big twist. Finish. Hip comes down. Gaze goes back up. Hug the knee in again. You're an expert at this. Circle your ankle. One direction, then the other. Squeeze and scrunch your toes to the sole of your foot and open them up individually. Squeeze and open. Right leg goes down. Other side. Drive the right leg really long. Left leg bends. Hug it in however you want, towel or hands. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Pull it. Oh my gosh. The kids played Bop It at Christmas, 25-year-olds playing Bop It. Remember that game? Bop it, twist it, pull it. Oh, that's hard. So pull this knee in. Pull it, pull it, pull it. You got it. Right hand guides the left knee across the midline of the body. Roll onto your right hip. Encourage the knee down. Keep that left shoulder down and look as best you can toward your left. Nice big twist. Breathe. When you're ready, left hip comes down. Hug the left knee in. Re-engage that right foot. Drive the right heel toward the bottom of the room. Squeeze and scrunch your toes. Squeeze them, scrunch them, spread the toes. Circle the ankle in one direction, then the other. Keep it moving. Mobility's important. You know that. All right, both heels go down. Stretch it out. Stick pose. Stick pose. Big number one. That's you. Number one. Drag your heels through mud up your mat, and then bring your knees towards your armpits. Left armpit, left knee, left armpit. Right knee, right armpit. Rock a little bit from side to side. Happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Reach your hands inside, capture your calves. Maybe that's what you can reach today. Stay right here. Extend one leg, bend it, and extend the other. Happy baby, maybe reach to capture your heels. Then one leg extends, then the other. Bend and extend. You know, it's not going to happen if you don't try, if you don't do it. And if you can do all of these poses so comfortably and effortlessly, you need to expand your practice. Try another teacher. It's all good. It's all good. We all work together to make you feel better. So do what's right for you. All right, legs spread wide. You got your hands on your feet or your calves. Open up your legs nice and wide. Pinky toes toward the earth. Just open it up. Real flattering pose. Breathe. All right, bring your knees back together. Ankles back together. Bend your knees. Feet come down. Best pose of the practice, final Savasana. Oh my goodness. We've earned it today. Are you glistening, Lynn? Oh my goodness. Woo. All right, final Savasana. Legs go long. Heels to the edges of your mat, pinky toes fall to the side. Cover your eyes. That's a big part of it. Cover your eyes with your towel or your eye shade. Oh, it just feels really, really nice to block out the light, the overstimulation of the world. Let everything go and chill for a little bit. Arms down by your sides, but spread a little bit, so let some heat escape from your body. Palms face up. Sigh it out. Breathe. You did it. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Soften your jaws, your teeth, your cheeks. Shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. Stop thinking about things and just focus on your breath. Deep breaths in and out. limbs are heavy, but your breath is light. Think of breathing in goodness and strength and happiness, and breathing out any residual stress or doubt or frustrations. Just ditch it. Goodness in, and that which doesn't serve you out. Take a deep breath in, and a deep, slow breath out. Stay here longer if this pose is speaking to you. If it's time to wrap up your hour of fun, let's wiggle our fingers and our toes. Move the motion up into the wrists and the ankles. Squeeze them tightly, scrunch them. Just move them about to what feels good. On a big inhale, reach high overhead and stretch. Exhale, let it all go. Bend your knees and roll onto one hip or the other into a fetal position. Low arms bicep is a pillow for your head. Top shoulder is soft. Your eyes are closed. Savor a deep cycle of breath here. And tell yourself in this private little quiet moment, just tell yourself, I did it. I really did it, and I did it well. As you're ready, maybe keep your eyes closed or open them up. Press on up to a comfortable seated position. Time to do some more sliders, okay? Just kidding. All right, thank you, Liz, for the suggestion. If you have an idea or a suggestion of what you'd like to do, tell me in our group, Friends of 316 Yoga, and I'll work it in. All right, hands to prayer center. Eyes are closed, shoulders over your hips. Take a deep breath in. And a big sighing, shoulder softening breath out. Gently blink your eyes open. You did it. You really did it. And you did it well. Stress number. You took one in the beginning. What is it now? Feel pretty good, right? Shoulders feel good. Hips feel good. You sweat a little bit. At least I did. You got your blood pumping, got your heart moving. That's really, really good. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for the fellowship. I hope you had fun. May you feel fabulous. Keep the faith in your abilities and know that you're not only awesome, but you are fabulously fantastic too. How about that? All right. From me to you, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. See you back on your mats tomorrow. Namaste. Love you guys. Goodbye. Hey, hi. You just know right when to come up here, don't you? You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. Are we done? Oh, I think we're done. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend. New Year's resolutions suck, but your yoga doesn't, as is evidenced by the fact you're still here. I hope you're liking your yoga. Let me know what you like and what you don't like, and we'll customize the yoga just for you. And while you're at it, tell your friends about your yoga. Tell them what we do here at 316. If they'd like to join us, they can join in from the privacy of their own home. Our yoga is free. It's free for anybody and everybody because I want everybody to make 2023 their best year yet. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can check out our website. It's www.316yoga.com. So come to your mat, forget the resolutions, just show up and have a great year. See you on your mat.